Ezra Miller is a problem for Warner Brothers, and it's not one that's going to go away quietly. They may have thought that they could just ignore it, not say anything, that eventually people would forget, but no, people are not going to forget about what a deranged lunatic Ezra Miller is. The star of The Flash, if it ever actually comes out, has been in the news so often over the last few months, getting arrested multiple times in Hawaii, assaulting a wide variety of people, then got accused of intimate partner violence between someone that he used to be with. Again, I would say that it's a woman, but I don't really know how they identify, they, them, non-binary, whatever. Well, now he's in the headlines once again, and with everything people have seen from Ezra Miller, it's pretty easy to believe what's coming out now. Parents say actors taken control of their daughter. They asked the court for protective custody. This is a weird story, but this is Hollywood. These people are freaks, and a lot of people involved in this are also left-wing activists, so not a surprise that it's taken this kind of a turn. Flash actor Ezra Miller, 29, has taken control of Tokata Iron Eyes, 18, parents claim, and asked court for restraining order after they, quote, plied her with alcohol, marijuana, and LSD. And I know that headline reads in a confusing way because it sounds like they, the parents, did that. But no, when it says they, they're referring to Ezra Miller because Ezra Miller is identifying as non-binary, they, them. I think it's just all victimhood. I think it's just all for attention. But that's why this entire pronoun game is ridiculous. It literally affects headlines in the English language. The actor's accused of using violence and intimidation against Dakota Iron Eyes. They met when she was 12, and Miller flew her to London when she was 14. This is grooming, bro. This is grooming happening in Hollywood. She also dropped out of school and fled her family to stay with Miller. The actor has had many run-ins with the law. Let's read through this ridiculousness. Scandal hit Ezra Miller, 29, we'll stop this ad real quick, has been accused of taking control of a teenage activist, plying her with alcohol, LSD, and marijuana, forcing her to drop out of school, and taking away her personal items. Takata Iron Eyes, a member of the Standing Rock Sioux tribe, met the Flash star when she was just 12, when 23-year-old Ezra Miller visited the reservation in North Dakota. The parents claim they sparked up an unlikely friendship, and Miller even flew her out to London 2 years later to visit the Fantastic Beasts studio. So you let your 14-year-old daughter fly out to London to hang out with a, then 25-year-old Ezra Miller? What is wrong with you people? The parents claim in a lawsuit the actor, who identifies as non-binary, supplied their underage daughter with drugs and alcohol and disrupted her Massachusetts private school to the extent that she dropped out. When they flew to Miller's home in Vermont in January to retrieve her, they allegedly found bruises on her body, and she no longer had a driver's license, car keys, or a bank card. When the teenager was returned to her parents' home, she fled again to New York and reunite with Miller, and they've since allegedly been traveling together to Vermont, Hawaii, and LA. Just the latest legal case involving Miller, we talked about that before. Dakota's father, a former Democratic House candidate for North Dakota, said in the lawsuit, Ezra uses violence, intimidation, threat of violence, fear, paranoia, delusions, and drugs to hold sway over a young adolescent Takata. The parents are asking the court to intervene. This is crazy, but it completely makes sense with what we've seen from Ezra Miller and what we know about this disgusting cesspool that is Hollywood. And this person, Takata, did go on to take to social media and deny any of this, says, I'd like to make a statement that acknowledges the tragedy that is the narrative of the general public and the assumptions made on my behalf by my family and friends. I dropped out of Bard 5 months ago. My friend and comrade William passed shortly thereafter. My mind was incredibly impacted. I've needed space and time for processing the grief. My comrade Ezra Miller, for the entirety of the aforementioned era, has only provided loving support and invaluable protection throughout this period of loss. Apparently, Takata began her life as an activist at age 9 when she testified against a uranium mine in the Black Hills. This person is a woke activist. They have spent their entire life that way. It's likely her parents are that way too. It's not really a surprise that she got wrapped up in something like this. And it's not a surprise that parents were that irresponsible to let this happen to the point where it may be too late. Ezra Miller is an insane person. If you can't tell that by the way he acts, by the way he speaks, by the way he dresses, by the things he says, by the things he does, I don't really know what to tell you. He is a deranged lunatic. And now an 18-year-old seems to have been groomed since she was a very, very young girl to be right with Ezra Miller throughout this entire thing. This is disgusting and despicable, but this is Hollywood. Again, Ezra Miller, The Flash, a big problem for DC and for Warner Brothers moving forward. Let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.